In this video, I wanted to show you a little bit about how I'm utilizing the RNDI-8, which is this DI box here, direct injection box here, as the centerpiece of my studio. And I actually wanted to share with you how and why I decided to incorporate it as my, so to speak, centerpiece of my studio. So let's get into it. For over the years, when I heard DI, I only knew, because I play guitar mainly, when I heard the word DI, which is direct injection, I only thought about, oh, DI means plug your guitar in and the guitar comes out clean. So, which is basically, it's correct, that's what it does. But there are many other things that going on behind the scenes, so to speak. So I started using the DI box with my guitar for flexibility, which means if I record something with an amp and a cab mic'd up or through the XFX, it was gonna be the final print. I couldn't change that. If I want to make any changes, I had to delete that and re-record that. But the take, for sure, it wouldn't be the same if I did it again. Might have been better or worse, but anyway, not the same. So with having a DI, I can print the bare bones sound of the guitar, only the instrument and the pickups, and throw on it via an insert, any amp, any cabinet, any microphone, anything I want. I could change it down the line. So that was really flexible to me. So I had been using since that time the RNDI, Rupert Neve Designs DI box, which is a single channel just for my guitar. And because I wanted also to monitor my XFX too, I plugged the guitar through the input of the RNDI, and I was sending also the signal of the XFX2 in the through port of the RNDI. So this means that two signals are going through the RNDI and two signals come out. One is the DI, which is bare bones guitar, and the other is the printed sound, the XFX sound. So this means down the line, I can keep the XFX tone if I want, or use it mostly for monitoring purposes because it's zero latency almost. And then maybe I don't like the amp on the amp sim on the DI signal, so I can change it, or I don't like the cab, or so I can change it. So I can make many changes. So that was really an eye-opener to me and created so much flexibility. So basically, I went a little bit deeper down the rabbit hole with the DIs to learn what they actually do. And I found out that a DI, mainly what it does is takes a line level, an unbalanced audio line level, which is tip and sleeve in the 1/4 inch cable, actually the instrument cable, and converts that to a microphone output level. So we know that the unbalanced signals, which is instrument cables, especially if they're long, they generate too much noise. And the longer the cable, the louder the noise. So the DI actually inside of it has, in this case, the RNDI has an active transformer, which is activated via the 48 volt phantom power. So, which means that the signal is also being amplified / colored by the transformer. And this is a really special DI box. I really like it because it gives a lot of harmonics, like the sound as it should be of the bare bone audio of the guitar as it should be, and much more. So I really like that. So I thought, hey, so if the line input level is being dropped down and transformed to a microphone level, because the line input level is actually much louder than the microphone level. So that's what the DI does. It takes the loud signal and brings it down and feeds it into your interface and finally into your DAW or console or whatever. So I thought, then if I do this for my guitar, I have also other instruments and other audio sources that can be fed into a DI. So I have many audio sources, which they're all line level. So they all have much more noise than a mic level. So I thought, how about if I pass them all through a DI, but I need to have more channels, because this Rupert Neve Designs DI box that you see here is one channel. So it means one mono instrument, a single cable can be fed into it. A stereo one would be two channels. You can feed other left and right channels of a stereo synth, or two guitars, or a guitar and a bass, whatever you want. It's just two channels. So I thought I have more than two. I have many line level outputs actually that I want to send to a DI. So I need more channels. So that's why the solution was the RNDI-8, which provides a rack space with 8 DI channels, hence 8 transformers. So it basically, you can see it in this photo here. I'm gonna upload it right here. So it actually looks like a patch bay. So it means I brought the inputs of my audio interface, which is the Claret 8 Pre-X. I brought it in the front, and this DI is like a patch bay. So I don't have to make changes all the time. For example, if you see here, I prepared this for my own understanding and so that my head can know what signals do I have and how I want to process them. So it's for my own understanding. So as you can see here, I have, first of all, as you can see my screen, I have here the guitar, which is a line signal. I have 2 line signals from the XFX, which are left and right, so total 3. So one DI box would accommodate only my guitar and the input, which is this instrument input of the XFX, which are going to be fed into the RNDI. But I want also to capture the output of the XFX into the DI. But I cannot do that with a single channel DI. I need 2 more to send the left and the right outputs of the XFX line level outputs. So there is a guitar, there is the XFX, the line level outputs, as you can see here, you see output 1. So it's left and right. So I need 1 DI for that and 1 DI for that. At least this is my understanding how I want to design it, so to speak, in my studio. So anyway, then I thought, but wait, I have also a mono synth, an analog synthesizer, which is actually pretty far away with a long TS unbalanced cable. So that's actually same concept as the guitar. So I want to pass that also through a DI to clean the signal. Because actually I released the song a while ago, the Rippling Echoes Part 1, and it actually, there is so much noise from the analog synth because I plugged it directly into my interface. There is low noise, but the DI brings the noise much down, like almost like minus 150 dB, which is like negligible, like no noise. Anyway, so guitar, XFX, mono synth, and then I have another line level audio signal from an FX pedal, which is a tape effect. This is the Ecofix Tape Echo EFX2, and it actually has this output here. So this is unbalanced output, which also I wanted to send to ADI. So far we've talked about guitar, XFX 2, so 3 total, then monosynth 4, then tape effect pedal 5. Very nice. So I could do all with the 1 DI box, but it would be really painful. Whenever I want to do something, I want to change from the guitar to the synth, unplug the cables, bring them in front, plug them into the synth and plug them again. But I would have to change all the setup. But with this RNDI-8 here, I can have them all connected in, as you can see in the photo, which is actually like a patch bay, but a DI patch bay. So I really liked the concept of that. But what I liked even more is that I could make combinations with that many DI channels actually, because my guitar is a combo with the XFX, right? Is the DI signal of the guitar and the XFX signals. So guitar in, XFX through. So the same concept applies to the tape effect pedal, the Ecofix EFX2, which is guitar DI in, Ecofix through. So this way I can have the clean guitar DI and then I can have the tape effect printed on the guitar. So I can choose between of them. Maybe I want to remove it, or I want to put a different tape echo, or I want to put a delay, or I want to put some digital plugin or whatever. So I still have the guitar DI, which is a combo now with the tape effect pedal. That's the second combo, guitar with the FX2. Then the third combo is the synth, the analog synth, which alone would give me the DI of whatever plays at that time for the synth. And I can have it also with the tape, the EFX2. So another combo is similar concept, analog synth with EFX2. So we're talking about 3 combos here. As you can see here in my screen, the right side is the unbalanced domain, let's say, and the left side is the balanced domain before it goes into the computer, digital audio workstation, whatever DAW you have. So as we said before, the line level outputs, and line level is much louder than the microphone level. In this case, the RNDI-8, each channel can accept up to plus 21 dB line level input signal, and there is a pad also, minus 10 dB pad switch, which it can decrease this signal level. For example, if it was 21, it can make it 11. If it was 31, it can make it 21. So it's still could be fed through the RNDI. Then it takes this 21 dB and it outputs the maximum output level at 11.5 dB. As you can see here, the max input level is 26 dB. So all the signals go from the right side of the screen to the left side. And audio interface that I have, this is the Claret 8PX, can accept 3 types of signals: instrument, microphone, and line. Line can accept up to 26 dB maximum input level, microphone signal up to 18 dB input level, and the instrument is plus 14 dB. This means that the unbalanced signals go through top part here of the RNDI, which is the front face actually, the front of the patch bay, and these signals are being processed by the transformers and outputted from the back of the RNDI, which are all, as you can see, XLR outputs. That's the basic concept of using this RNDI as my center of the studio, and it's actually a big, I consider in my mind, a big filter wall before it hits my interface, audio interface. So it cleans everything up and everything is clean and goes to my interface, and then conversion happens and all the signals go to my DAW. And then with this way, I don't have to remove cables all the time and change the configuration of my studio. The only thing I have to do in the patch bay is the 3 combos, as we said: guitar Axe FX, guitar tape effect pedal, and synth tape effect pedal. So I just change one cable and take it from in to through, or from through to in, depending on the channel. So that's it. It's much more easier. To show you a little bit better about what was my initial thinking about how many DI channels I would need for this configuration, I made it also this graph for my understanding. And as you can see here, this is the guitar goes to in of one DI channel, and the Axe FX goes to through of the same DI channel. Then I have the 2 outputs, left and right, of the Axe FX, which are going the left to a separate DI and the right to another DI, hence stereo. And then this is my interface. Everything hits finally my interface. So the Axe FX2 is actually a preamp. Like, the only thing that is being missing from the Axe FX is the final stage of the process, which is a power amp. So the transformer, actually, you can say that a little bit acts as a power amp. There is a usage case where, I'm quoting here from the website, in instrument mode, the RNDI's high input headroom of plus 21 dB is capable of handling not only instruments, but professional line-level sources like interfaces and drum machines without a pad. This allows the RNDI to serve as a way to re-preamp any previously recorded track using your interface and a desired preamp. In our cases, this is the Axe FX. To do this, simply connect the channel output of the interface to the input of the RNDI and connect the RNDI output to the preamp and engage 48 volts. So by re-preamping, you can apply the tone of another preamp to the source and more accurately automate or control the drive level of the preamp. So this is actually a very useful case. And if you head to the website, you can see also examples of how much the sound of the Axe FX changes when it passes through a DI, which is the transformer, which becomes actually much more alive and powerful. So you can see in the website actually about how much the sound of the Axe FX, instead of being directly sent to the front of house, how much the sound changes and becomes more amplified and more alive and fuller if it passes through the DI. So then we're moving down to the second combo, which is guitar, goes to another combo sets of DI inputs here, and then the tape echo effect goes to the through of the same DI box. So we're feeding the signal of the tape echo and the guitar in the front, but also the tape echo has an output signal which is going to be fed in another, this is RNDI-3 here, another DI channel. And then there is another possibility, because I really want to do this, to use this tape effect, analog tape effect, tape echo effect, as an insert. So to do that, there are 2 more outputs, actually, not outputs, 1 more output behind the unit of the EFX2, which these are balanced, but still they're line level. So I'm sending also this out to another DI box. So everything is patched in, connected, and everything are ready to go. Just hit the 48 volt phantom power to activate signal chain. And then the final combo we have down here on the bottom is actually the analog synth goes directly into another DI, and the through of the tape effect goes into the through of the same DI channel. And finally, it hits the interface. So this is basically the global configuration that I've prepared, and now it's clear in my mind. So I think this is a very interesting way that the concept of the DIs can be utilized in a studio. It's not necessary, but it sure guarantees the best quality of the DI that will enter your audio interface and DAW. So let me know what you think about this concept, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, that's all for now. See you in the next video.